Welcome into America's Morning Headquarters. I'm meteorologist Felicia Combs alongside meteorologist Jordan Steele. Right now, nearly 70 million people are under a winter storm warning and more than 5 million under an ice storm warning, courtesy of Winter Storm Landon. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight to what you can expect, because millions of us are going to be dealing with another siege of winter weather. Seems like one right after another, right? So here's where we're expecting that winter weather. You can see today stretching from the Great Lakes region all the way down into the southern plains. That's right. We're getting that snow all the way down into places like Dallas, Kansas City. Your high today about 19 degrees. You can see our system here. It's got an abundant flow of moisture as it moves through to work with. And we are going to have, of course, rain in the warm side of it. And behind that, in the colder air, we've got the snow, we've got the ice, we've got the wintry mix. We got a little bit of it all with Winter Storm Landon. Chicago, you're already starting out your morning with that snow falling, sitting at 29 degrees currently. And then you can see as you look out toward Peoria, 20 degrees there. The snow, you guys know how to deal with. It's the ice that it's going to be problematic for places like Champaign. You're already starting out with those icy conditions this morning. Here's what I'm concerned about. Right now, along that I-44 corridor, we're getting that wintry mix. North of it, as you look up toward Columbia and Kansas City, you're getting the snow. South of it, you're getting the rain. So you guys are in that barrier area where the atmosphere is just fighting to get it to all snow, but not quite there in some places where it's just not cold enough. Wintry mix is currently the story there along the I-44 corridor, and we still have those highway temperatures, those road temperatures around the St. Louis metro above freezing. But as you head down I-44, it drops below freezing, and that's where we're getting the freezing rain. That could be dangerous travel this morning, Jordan.
Oh, sure. You guys need to remember, too, that
last year, the good news is the system's going to be different. We're going to break it down for you. We're here with you through all of it. From Dallas to Little Rock, Winter Storm Landon has the southern plains, of course, in its view. We're bracing for that significant threat of ice, as Jordan's mentioned. Of course, that ice could cripple road travel and even bring down some power lines. When you get that much ice on trees, in some places maybe up to 1/2 of an inch of ice, that makes those trees very heavy, and then you start to get those power outages. Let's take a look at Denver. The snow still to come for you guys, just a few inches. You know how to deal with that very well. Let's head down to the southern plains, specifically the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now get this, Dallas typically for the entire year sees about 1.5 inches of snow. And you can see here you could surpass that with just this one system. Now this is just the snow that we're talking about. Of course, the ice is the big concern for this region. Watch what happens as we move through your Wednesday. The rain moves in initially, and then you get those freezing temperatures at the surface for Dallas, Fort Worth, back into Weatherford, and that's what we're concerned about, getting that ice accumulation. And then that slides southward. We get the entire atmospheric column below freezing, and we get the snow to move through. So it's going to be kind of stages that you get in Dallas as we move through the day today. Snow total forecast for OKC, man, there's going to be a sharp gradient here. Through the city itself, we're talking 5 to 8 inches. As you look north and west up toward Watonga, Enid, more like 4 or 5 inches. But as you look south and east, Henrietta, Ada, double digits for you guys. So you're really going to see that gradient of where we have that snow hanging around for longer, adding up to much more impressive totals south and east of the city. This is what happens as we move through the night into Thursday morning. You can see why we have that gradient. The snow's still sticking around for the southern areas and into Tulsa. By Friday, that does begin to clear out and then just leave behind the cold behind the system, Jordan. It's there, but it's going to be bringing rain to the south and some storminess as well for a city like, say, Nashville. 55 today and rainy. You'll notice that the temperature is hovering overnight tonight, but then not climbing very much on Thursday. By Thursday night into your Friday morning, icy conditions. That means your Friday morning commute in Nashville could be a little slick. We're seeing those rain totals add up, especially across Mississippi, Alabama, into eastern Tennessee. We've got a large system spanning across the country and kind of coming together in a very wet, soggy mess all across the southern plains into the Gulf states and then up through the Ohio River Valley. So the possibility for some flash flooding is certainly there through tomorrow morning. You can see that rain sticking around throughout the day today and into tonight. We've got more. What better excuse than to just stay in, eat some snacks, watch the Weather Channel. No reason to go out in it if you do not have to. Now, where we're not getting the wintry weather, we're getting quite a bit of rain. rain on the warm side of this system. You see it here adding up to inches and inches across portions of Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, getting quite a bit of rain out of this as well. You can see our disturbance really clearly here as you look at the water vapor. We've got a bunch of moisture to work with flowing in, especially from the Gulf of Mexico across those Gulf Coast states. Currently, that I-10 corridor soggy. It's a wet morning from New Orleans through Pensacola all the way up through Nashville, Louisville, Cincinnati, getting in on that for you. Now, this is where we have that possibility for some flash flooding everywhere shaded in green. That's because we're just going to have waves and waves of rain continuing throughout the day today. It's like a faucet almost coming off the Gulf of Mexico, shooting up through Louisiana, Mississippi, up into northern Alabama. The whole state of Tennessee at some point is going to have some sort of rain going on by tonight through early Thursday morning. And it doesn't stop there. More and more waves of rain, the chance for some strong storms, very heavy rain as we head through your Thursday as well. Here's what we're looking at for Thursday, that risk for severe weather, all modes of severe weather. So isolated tornado risk, damaging wind gusts and hail possible in this shaded area on Thursday. Jordan.
Well,
welcome into America's Morning headquarters. I'm meteorologist Felicia Combs alongside meteorologist Jordan Steele. Right now, nearly 70 million people are under a winter storm warning and over 5 million under an ice storm warning courtesy of Winter Storm Landon. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight to it. What can you expect if you are one of those people? Millions of people included in these warnings that we have for another named storm, another weekend, or headed to another weekend, another named storm here. So here's what we're looking at. We've got the snow falling all the way from the Great Lakes region down into the southern plains, back into the Front Range, and a little bit of wintry mix in between that before you get to all of the rain that we're also going to see out of this system. Clear as day where we've got the unsettled weather on the water vapor imagery there, and a lot of us are dealing with it. They say misery loves company. Well, a lot of us are going to have that company with the miserable weather over the next 48 hours. Chicago, you are solidly locked in that snow currently. St. Louis, you're a little bit closer to that mixy area in between the warmer rain and the colder snow. We'll take a closer look at that in a second. But first, let's take a look at where we've got the snow falling from Grand Rapids. Just absolutely hammering snow down from Chicago down through Peoria, Quincy. You guys are just getting hammered with that snow currently. Very, very heavy snow moving across much of Missouri, where you're seeing those dark blues. That is a ton of snow coming down at a time. We're talking about snowfall rates up around 2 inches or more. Columbia, you've got the snow coming down. Kansas City, same thing. But a closer look at a city like, say, St. Louis, where you're kind of on that edge of the wintry mix, the freezing rain. You've got the actual just solid rain down to the southeast and the snow to the north. Here's what I'm concerned about. We're going to see these road temperatures continuing to drop, and you see that 44 corridor taking, say, St. Louis down to, say, Springfield, Missouri. We've got those road temperatures sitting at about 27, 32 now. So this freezing rain that's falling there, Jordan, it's going to result in some icy roads, especially on those untreated roads there for I-4.